Good afternoon. My name is Tom. My full name is Wang Yuzhong. My student ID is 190375640D. Today I'm going to talk about the facility layout and forecasting technique of Tesla. Tesla is a car manufacturing selling all kinds of electricity vehicle, and it sells over 200,000 in US. Also, it has facing the issue with managing the demand and its production capacities. First of all, we should look at the over demand of Tesla. Regarding the Tesla sales figure, it indicates that Tesla has a overall growth from 2016 to 2019 for each month. It's noted that there is a significant increase since 2018. Firstly, we should use simple moving average by using Google Spreadsheet and Excel. Also, the demand of Tesla car will be calculated using the data from 2019 sales by month. And overall, we can use the chart and red line and blue line to respectively show the trend and actual sales. The result of SMA indicate that there is a remarkable growth in sales from 2015 until 2019. Also, it indicates that there is a peak happening during the summer. SMA is useful as it is remove the outdated information and add new data such as new demand figure. Also, it's noted that there is a significant variability in sales for Tesla car, because we can see that every month the sales figure is very diversified, and Tesla is most likely to, according to SMA, is more likely to sales between 11,000 and 19,000. Overall, it shows a relatively smooth because it is a quite long period of time, which is 4-month smoothing average. Nextly, we will talk about weighted moving average, which use experience and true error to assign the weight accordingly. In this case, we assign 0.1, 0.4, 0.5 with the assumption that the second two periods are more important for the cell. The results show that it has a higher in few months because of the assigned rate. Also, SMA is quite a shorter delay compared to SMA. There is a small summary of forecasting of Tesla. Tesla sales is most likely to sell between 11,000 and 19,000, and Tesla sales and demand for their car is continuously increasing in the foreseeable future. However, there are some constraints. For example, there is no trace in the past because all the way the updated information will be put in the system, and it causes is most likely to cause disruption of the company. Regarding the major topic and technique is the facility layout. Initially, Tesla considered to set up several production sites in China. In this, if it is the case, I will suggest using Center of Gravity or GIS. However, in 2018, Tesla is decided to set up Gigafactory in Shanghai for production of battery pack. So some factors may most likely to affect Tesla decisions, such as labor cost and facility cost is very low in designated special economic zone in China. Also, it's noted that the model will combine the figure and the assumptions such as the safety concern recently and the higher campaign recently recently held by Tesla. And it finally come up with 9 departments, for example, finance and account, marketing and logistics. Also, some urgent departments such as product design and development. In terms of the ultimate goal of facility layout, it is aimed to minimize the investment in equipment and overall production time. Also, it can provide a safety and clear guideline to employees, such as in the fire. And firstly, we should develop and separate into 6 categories. And namely is AEIOU, in which A is the most relationship density, and X is the most less likely relationship within each department. And next step, we should place and assume the absolute value. We should place the relative position according to the TCR. In TCR, we have an assumption that A is equal to 10,000 and E is equal to 1,000. Like this figure, we can see that 6 has the most TCR value. Also, it's noted that because TCR only consider the absolute amount, so X is as same as A equal to 10,000. In this case, 6 is the highest value, and X has 9 has an X relationship with 6, so we put 9 in the last one. Also, next step, we see 5 and 7 as strong relationship, which is A with 6. However, 5 TCR value is higher, so we pick 5. And finally, we come up to the sequence. And in next step, we should put the highest value TCR value, which is 6, in the middle, and we should number from left hand side anti-clockwise all the way to the end. And for example, in this case, if 1 and 3 is the optimized value, we should put the smaller value, which is 1. And in this case, we should calculate the weighted placement value, in which corner touch is divided by 2 and face-to-face touch is equal to the full value, which is 1. So that in this case, we can see that if 3 is the optimal value and 4 is the optimal values, with 5 we should again see whether which has the higher relationship with 5, and which has a smaller value of positioning, so that we can find eventually find out the layout like this. Also, in next step, we should assign the area in regard to different departments. For example, in marketing, we should put we should assume 60 area, and based on the scale 1 to 25 of unit square, and the decision is come up from the annual report of Tesla, and the assumption of the Tesla campaign. For example, product design is the main campaign of, and the most likely Tesla will put investment in this. So we eventually come up with the department layout, and we can see that there is some connection. For example, there is a 2-line connection with 2 department and 4 and 7 department, which indicate that there is a E relationship. Also, there is 4 linkage with 2 department and testing department, which indicate that there is a relationship, which is a strong relationship. And overall, we can see that the ultimate goal of the facility layout has been achieved, in which it has maximized the production flow and minimized the redundancy in equipment. Also, it's noted that accounting department has a higher TCR value, which indicated the accounting department has a higher connection with various departments. And also we can see that the area of different department is reasonable. For example, innovation and the account and finance department is relatively similar to each other. Also, strict line flow pattern of facility layout is allowing the employee to have a clear understanding of the flow. In case there is a fire, employee have a clear understanding which department is behind or way behind the before department. Also, the overall department layout is like a I shape, English number I shape. Also, the corner of the department will result in a less connection with each other because of this I shape, and finally it will come up material have restricted to pass through whole party. And regarding to the issue of facility layout, there is a difference between real life situation and theory in facility layout. For example, there is oversized material will happen, and the shape and line is extremely strict in the model, but it is not important and is not possible in real life case. Also, the conceptual design may affect to a minor mistake, and we finally come up with the mesh with facility layout. The second issue is that we will overlook the certain demand. For example, Tesla is a fast-changing industry, so that the layout may not workable within the 2 year or within 3 years. In order to address the problem, there is some recommendation. Firstly, it is suggested to use computer-aided technique. There is a high accuracy to use computer-aided technique in development activity, and you can put high-ranking development codes together, and it finally comes up with the solution that you can optimize the criteria of relationship chart, and it can result in postponing the stability of overall layout. So Tesla may have longer than 2 years to use the layout, or namely 10 years, and it is feasible. And the second recommendation is Tesla is suggested to update and review the equipment activity regularly. Noted that Tesla should realize which apartment have the tolerance to undertake the certain demand. For example, accounting have the tolerance to undertake the certain demand. So, and while procurement can't afford that, so that we should put accounting to deal with the certain demand, and we have a better layout. Also, we should put label or some master sheet to all equipment, so that employee have a clear understanding or a better easy access to the equipment. And overall, I can't conclude the presentation, but time is limited, and thank you very much. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask me. Thank you.